So why don't students do better in school? And why do most people not achieve the success they want? Well, in my opinion, the answer is
no, discipline.
You know, Homer, I couldn't agree with you more. I think it all comes down to discipline. Now, in this video, I'm going to share with you a lesson I share with my students on my belief regarding this issue. But before we get to it, let's go ahead and play that intro, and then let's watch the lesson. So this is the 4th out of 25 lessons that we're doing. Once again, the idea is growth mindset. I was surprised. Once again, we started doing if you guys remember that survey you did a long time ago, that survey, well, it seems like a long time ago, the one you had to talk about your growth mindset, and I was surprised to find out that 95% of you already have a growth mindset based upon that survey. I'm like, man, how is that? Because when I was growing up, that wasn't the case. And when I was growing up, you know, we were told that, you know, you can do anything you want to. But I know me and most of my friends really didn't believe it. Can we really do it? You know, can we really do anything we want to? But I'm wondering, do you guys really think that? I mean, because the survey says you guys do, and I'm wondering, I think maybe you guys really do believe that. And I think that's awesome because I believe it. And it took me a long time to get to the point, but I believe you guys can do anything you want to. And if you already have that belief at this point in your life, that's amazing. But then the question is, are you really going to do something with that belief? And so I'm trying to figure out, if you guys believe that, then why is that not reflected with your life right now? If you really believe that you can do great things, if you really believe that you can do anything you want, how come many of you are not successful at school? I'm trying to figure out, why is that? If you believe you can be, why aren't you? And I think this is my opinion, I could be 100% wrong in this, I think it has to do with the number 4. So I believe most of you here, first of all, believe human potential is nearly limitless. I really think you guys believe that. And I believe it too. It's true. At least in my opinion, it's true. Personal growth should be your highest priority. I think for the most part, everybody here is trying to become a better version of yourself. All right? Number 3, you can acquire new skills at any area at any time. I think you guys believe that. But I'm wondering if this, number 4, is your Achilles heel. Is number 4 is what's really holding you back. And that is this. All this is great if you really believe you can, but eventually it means you have to put some work into it. And I think a lot of you lack that. I think. I'm watching a student in the very back there always has this little Rubik's Cube thing, right? And he can solve it in seconds. Seconds. He can solve it in seconds. I'm thinking, how do you solve that in seconds? How many hours have you put into doing this?
Like a couple hours.
A couple hours every day, right? And so he has the discipline, probably because he likes doing it, but he has the discipline to do this at a time. And so because he's done it over and over and over and over and over again, he can do it in a matter of seconds. So first of all, yeah, that's pretty impressive. New skill. At one point in time, he didn't know how to do it. But then he put the effort in, practicing every day to do it. Now, that's not what I would do with my time, but that's just my opinion, you know. But I think this a lot right here is where you lack. I think a lot of people, and it's not just you guys, it's most of us. It's me in many areas of my life. I lack this discipline. I was talking with my son. My son's all into working out. I mean, he's all into working out. Started about a year ago, and this guy is, I mean, he's getting ripped, you know. I remember just 3 years ago, I loved wrestling with him because I could beat him up. But that's not the case. And while I wrestle with him, I try to take him down. I can't do it now. He's stronger than I am, pretty much, right? But I've seen in the past year his discipline when it comes to working out. He starts around 7:30 at night, and he goes for a good hour every night. Every night he does it. And his eating is on point, right? He has that discipline down. And I see what it takes. And it took a year to get to that point, but that is where he's at. And so I think about your own life. What do you want to do with your life? Where do you want to be just a year from now? Where do you want to be in school? I mean, a lot of times students will come to me and say, I ask, what grade do you want to get? I want to get an A. I go, do you really want to get an A? Yeah. well, that means you're going to have to do this, 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 and this. And they go, oh. They really didn't want the A. They're not willing to put the work in. Here's the reality, is ideas are a dime a dozen. We all have ideas. I have ideas. But what really matters is those people that execute on those ideas. The people that actually have those ideas and do something with it. 99% of the people do not act on the ideas they have. Can you just jump in? Go around that way. All right. So 99% of the people have these ideas, but they never do anything with it. Execution is everything. Discipline is everything. So really think about this. Whatever you want to accomplish, I believe you can, but you have to understand this part of it. You need to be disciplined. And here's the thing. That discipline comes from you. Right now at your life, your parents are probably telling you what to do, right? Get a good grade, don't get a grade, do this, do that. They're telling you what to do. But there comes a point, 4 years, it's all 100% on you. If you want to go to college, you got to wake up your own self, you got to get up, you want to do a job, you got to get there in time. Whatever it is, it eventually becomes upon you to discipline yourself. And that is so hard for people to do. It's hard for me to do. I've been trying to get in shape forever. I do good for a little bit, week or two, but the discipline isn't there yet in that area of my life. So everybody needs practice at that. But I think that's the key to everything, is that self-discipline. So think about it. And here's the thing. I'm trying to start this YouTube channel. And I did some research. How long does it start to YouTube channel? You know, because you hear about all these successes, right? All these things that and people going crazy, viral. For 95% of the people, it requires about 2 years of working a channel before you even get to a point where you can get paid. Would you do something for 2 years every day knowing that you won't see results until 2 years afterwards? Do you have that discipline? I don't know. If you go to college, think about this. Most people go to college, they want to get a good job. How long do you have to go to college before you can even get that degree? The answer is bachelor's, 4 years. Would you be willing to go to college 4 years, every day, studying, getting up, going to school, knowing that you're not going to see anything good from it for at least 4 years? I don't think so. That is why a lot of people drop out of college. That's a lot of reason why people don't finish college, is because they can't handle that discipline. And I think of all the skills you can acquire, at all the skills, this is the one that is the most important, is you have to learn how to discipline yourself. It can't come from someone else or another person. It has to come from you knowing that you want to do. And the hardest part, the hardest part is when it's boring, sticking with it. It is boring sticking with it. Or something you don't want to do, sticking with it. For a while there, I was trying to do we'll talk about so much time, cold water training, but I had to discipline myself to wake up every morning to do the cold water training. But everything in your life requires that discipline. All right? Another word for it is delayed gratification. There's a study that was done that goes like this. I'll show you a video about it. Is delayed gratification is holding off getting something now so you can get better returns later on. Or doing something now knowing that you get better returns later on. And so what the study was, there was this, it's a marshmallow test. They put these kids in the room and they told them, here's a marshmallow. You can have a choice. You can eat the marshmallow now, but if you wait till I come back, if you haven't touched the marshmallow, you get 2 marshmallows. That's a good return. So it'd be like me telling you this, hey, I'm going to give you $1,000 now. But if you don't spend $1,000 now, a year from now, I'm going to give you $2,000 instead. Could you hold on to $1,000 without spending it? Or would it be too tempting to buy things? Delayed gratification. Would you be willing to put 4 years in for college to finally get a degree? Would you be willing to work out every day so a year you can be the person you want to be? Delayed gratification. So what I do is just play the video for you of that marshmallow challenge and kind of the outcome from it, just how that delayed gratification, that discipline results in ultimate success. So